Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 164. We're on episode 14 of the Dwarven Paladin. Let's jump back in, shall we? We've got a lot of... Honestly, I need to take care of some crafting tonight. What is it? It's 11:09, so we'll probably play till a little after midnight. Maybe 12:30 if we're cheeky. Last time we basically finished up Lochmadon. We have one more quest to turn in here. The excavation progress report, and then I think we're heading back to Ironforge for the time being. No, we need to collect that crocolisk meat, that's right. So we're not done just yet. We need to also head down to Mountaineer Wallbang, but we're close to being done here. Jörn Hornhelm.
What can I do for you?
Oh, a progress report from the site. Very good.
Bah! Ironman's having trouble with the trogs. I wonder if he wants that blast powder to aid his digging, or to aid his efforts against the trog beasts. Well, either way, it's powder well spent. But what's strange is I sent him plenty of blast powder weeks ago. I wonder where it went. We'll need approval to get Ironman more blast powder. You'll have to take his report to the Explorers League headquarters in Ironforge. Here's the report. Give it to Prospector Stormpike. And don't forget to duck after you deliver it. Stormpike is hot-headed, and he won't be happy to hear of Ironman's slow progress at the site. You'll find Stormpike in the Assembly of Explorers.
Right, let's take a peek at this. This is the... Okay, yeah. This is the same progress report that we read before. It's just he gave it back to us to take to Ironband, or to Stormpike. Yo, Kush TX. Homie didn't want to buff me. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, let's head to Mountaineer Wallbang. We'll get the next quest in the chain of In Defense of the King's Lands, and then we'll go hunt these crocolisks. I think there's a chain after these, but I'm not sure. But even if not, that's fine. After that, we'll head to Ironforge. We'll talk to Stormpike. He'll give us a chain. Powder to Ironband. Resupply the excavation. And then after the ambush, I'm not sure. I mean, we should finish that up now. But we have some crafting to do for sure. We've got 286 copper bars with another 9 coming in. So 295, almost 300 copper bars. We need to spend those. Majority of it is going to be made into, well, not a majority, I guess, but however much we can is going to be made into bronze with this tin here. So we'll have, what, maybe 22 bronze? Not much, but it's a start. And the majority of it is going to be made into, I want to say, probably runed copper belts. I still need more leather in order to make our heavy copper mauls, which is unfortunate. Wallbang.
I knew the second I laid eyes on you, adventurer, that you would make Ironforge proud. You have served King Magni well. Now that you've proven yourself to be such a loyal aid to the kingdom, perhaps you should talk with the captain to see if he'll entrust you with a higher detail. I salute you, adventurer.
Thank you, sir. We salute you too. We'll talk to the captain. We get 3 of these coarse sharpening stones, which we'll use probably right away. And then Captain Rugelfuss, or Rugelfuss.
Adventurer, our scouts have identified the leader of this recent trog incursion. It appears that these beasts in Lochmadon are following the lead of a chieftain named Gralmug. Gralmug is heavily guarded, however. 2 of his most elite guards, Nasher and Brawler, never leave his side. If you feel yourself worthy, adventurer, I want you to lead the assassination mission on Gralmug and his 2 thugs. With the Trog leadership dead, we just might stand a chance at pushing these beasts back into the ground.
So we would get the Frontier Breeches, 3 Strength, 3 Agility, leather. the Lucky Trousers, 2 Agility, 2 Stamina, 3 Spirit, Cloth, or the Dwarven Defender. 361 Armor, 6 Block, 3 Stamina. We definitely take the Dwarven Defender. Whoops.
Adventure.
But I don't know when we're going to do this. It's not an elite quest, but it is almost like an elite quest. We have to go into a cave, I'm assuming, and kill 3 targets at the same time. 2 of which are level 16, 1 is level 17. I'll probably come back at level 20 when we get Consecrate and maybe try it then. But I think for right now we're going to hold off on that. The same with Old Sudi. Alright, let's head to the lake. Sugar Boops. Give her a wave. Didn't even pay us any attention though. We're actually wearing a majority of leather. That's crazy. Let's kill some more spiders on the way because we can cook more blood sausage if we get a couple more ichor. Tin, copper. Another tiger's eye. It's a 4-piece. We love the 4 pieces. More bear meat. Let's try and get one more piece of bear meat. There we go. Pop on another sharpening stone just because we have so many. Some copper in the lake. Oh, another malachite. Malachite. I always say malachite, and I know it sounds ridiculous. I'm just ridiculous, I guess. I don't know why I can't get that right. I mention it every time we get a piece of malachite. Check along the borders of the lake for schools of fish, but also for spider. $27, 1 off. And then we get the parry, of course. And then we get another parry right after. Love that. There's an ichor. Damn. Missed my judgment window by just a split second. Another Iker, yes. Thank you very much. Need 3 more. Whoa. I did not know there was elites that roam this area. 3 of them. Heron, Swifthoof, Graddock, and Thagrum. The hunting cloak. I will get rid of the chipped bear tooth for that. There's a pool. Let's make a spot just in case we get a trunk or something like that. I don't like to not have a spot while we're fishing like this, because there's been many times where I've clicked too fast and I close that loot window. It's also nice to get Rumsies. I was just about to say, you know, I'm also grateful if we get a Rumsy or 2. I'll put my booze down here. $87 on our fishing. Watch my back, make sure those elites don't come up behind me. All right, 17 sagefish. There's another pool. Always the parry. I think we're going to swing by the excavation site just to sell some of this stuff. We don't have much to sell, but we'll take any space that we can get. I'd like to get to 100 fishing, then I know for sure we can fish up the floating wreckages, as long as I have a nightcrawler with me. And that's when we'll really start to see if we can get some extra leather from those trunks. Not chunks, trunks. We might even take a trip to the Barrens at some point, because I know there's a lot of floating wreckage down there. Let's get rid of the small spider legs to make more space for the sagefish. take these two back while we make our way to sell things.
Health warning.
Okay.
Great to meet you.
Common gray shirt, common brown shirt, or the common white shirt. Might pick up a white shirt. Although I don't mind our squire shirt. Let's see what that looks like again. It's just a nice like tunic. Let's keep rocking our squire shirt. More copper. And some tin, yes, huge. If only I could join the boys, but yeah, they're going at this with 5 people. Think about that. They're 4 out of 5 looking for a 5th. It's like, there's no way I'm soloing this shit, man. Come on. Chalk Soul, I'm pretty sure, is in like a cave up here. I should check this mountain region too for more tin. We found a couple nodes earlier when we were checking this out, and I said I'd come back here and check this out later, so. It also gives me a chance to check for Lord Condor and Chandra the Spinner. Spam our macro. Yeah, I don't think he's up. I meant to sell this cloak, so we'll go back and sell these 2 items real quick. I guess he could also spawn up here, but... let's beware, because this is the region where those 3 elites were heading. They were heading up this way, so let's keep our wits about us. Oh, Galgosh is up now too. I wonder where he is. He's red to me though, there's no way I'm taking that on. He's literally 5 levels above me. It's not happening. Why are they so much higher level than the mobs around this area? Like, they expect you to take this on at around like 16, 17, but then they put a rare in there, and then there's, is Magash up too? I know he was up earlier, but he might have despawned. Yeah, I think he despawned, or someone killed him. Yeah, I don't know how they expect you to kill that. Probably with a group, but... big 120 crit. Put might back on ourselves. Go ahead and pop a heal. Gonna get ahead, just get rid of this stuff. It's garbage. Tin? Nah, copper. I'll actually take the buzzard beak. That's an extra silver right there. I wish the eggs weren't useless to me now, but we've kind of surpassed them. Tin. That's copper. Crit me for 45. Take it easy, buddy. Of course, 27.
Warning.
Hey, we leveled up off that. That's crazy. Level 18, boys. One more point in spiritual focus. So now we have a 56% chance of our heals not being pushed back in combat as we're getting hit. And then next level takes it all the way up to 70%. So basically a 1 in 4 chance that it gets pushed back when we heal in combat. $132 on the crit there. Small eggs, I don't need them. Light feathers, we don't need them. Now, if we were a mage, those light feathers would be nice. I think you need those light feathers for slow fall, but... Go ahead and get the Hodge on cooldown. Might as well start using it a little more. Clear the tinnitus. 25, that's in our kill range. Ooh, inscribed leather bracers. Those are going on. Get rid of some of that rough stone. Really, at this point, rough stone is just garbage, but... I don't need the cracked bills. I'd rather have the buzzard beaks. They sell for more. Search for a little more tin before we head back down and finish up the crocolisks. But we got pretty lucky with the tin earlier. I think I'm going to swing by the lodge real quick too, honestly. I don't have much to sell, but even these 2 slots, I mean, that's $1.50 and that's 2 silver there, so. We've gotten 2 gold so far by being smart and nickel and diming every bit of our money. We've barely touched this milk. Irene? What's happening? Anything new, cat? No. Ooh, holy protection potion. Absorbs 300 to 500 holy damage. Interesting. I think when we eventually get to the druid, we're going to be herbalist, and I think I said I was going to play the druid next, but I wound up opting out in going with the paladin just because of where I am in life. And copper, it just felt right That, she's going for that copper. Okay, that's fine. For me personally, it just felt right to go for the Paladin next. She's gonna try and take this one too. Nah, she respects it. Does she? I think she does, yeah. But she might be taking the tin that's up here. Still no Chandra. Wasn't meant to be. We've seen basically every rare in this zone except for the large lock croc. Oh no. Damn it, I got unlucky. I got the copper and she wound up finding the tin. Still give her the blessing. Don't be salty about it. Damn, that sucks. I wanted that tin. If I didn't get greedy and go for that copper, I would have found the tin myself, but there's a lesson to be learned there. Alright, well, we at least checked the mountain. 136 crit. I think that's our biggest crit yet. More Iker. Yeah, back to the rares. We've found every rare in the zone except for Lord, Kondar, Chandra, and the large croc. Not including, of course, Emog, the Crusher. But we did find Grizzlack, he was up. We found both of the... oh, another piece of bear meat. We found both of the Trog rares, except we didn't kill them. They were a little too difficult. And... so, I mean, really, we found like half of the rares in this zone. Big 114. Getting a lot more of the croc skin before we're getting the croc meat. Another 132. 133. Oh, there's some croc meat. Okay. Unfortunately, let's get rid of the bear tooth. Look at that, no knockback. That felt so good. Ooh. Hitting kind of hard.
Health warning.
Just another school of sagefish. We'll fish that up real quick. Crocs all on that island. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the rough crocolisk scales. At this point, I mean, I might even get rid of that milk. Like I said, I like to have one free slot while I'm fishing, just in case we find something unique. Let's clear out all the crocs around it. Just looking at what we have and what we can get rid of. I guess I could get rid of some linen. That actually might be the play too. Although sells for less, or the milk sells for less, yeah. At this point, let's get rid of the milk. See if I can fish this pool up without needing to use a Nightcrawler. If I do, it'll make an extra spot. I mean, I can, yeah. Alright, we'll go raw dogging it. Again, the sagefish gets cooked into mana per 5 food, which thankfully I've been pretty disciplined with our mana usage. I don't really have to worry about running out of mana too frequently in a fight, unless I'm, you know, dealing with multiple mobs at once, but for the most part I'm able to keep our mana high by letting our mana regen tick in. But these are also just for, you know, mostly cooking skill as well. $28, that's 2 off. I'm starting to see some value in maybe getting another rank in Seal of Righteousness. At this point we could get it to rank 3, but it's just, it costs a lot of money. So far the only 2 spells that I really want is Retribution Aura would be nice, and Blessing of Wisdom would be nice. Mostly to give other people, but that's 50 silver right there. Blessing of Freedom is also really good. It places a blessing on the friendly target, granting immunity to movement impairing effects for 10 seconds. So if we get dazed or stunned, well, not stunned, but mostly like dazed, slowed, anything like that, it can break us out of that and prevent any more for 10 seconds, which is really good for if we're kiting mobs away, or if I'm trying to run away from a bad situation and they daze me or something like that. Blessing of Freedom and just keep running, right? Pop on the Sword and Shield. Yeah, I think we also decided to go with the Paladin because when we head back to the Horde side next, we're going to be doing the Shaman. And these are both kind of like the hero classes in Classic, in my opinion. I see them that way because obviously, you know, Alliance are the only side that can be Paladins, and Horde are the only side that can be Shamans. And they're both very powerful in their own rights. They're both kind of like the can do everything spec. Shamans were meant to tank in vanilla, and that's why in Season of Discovery they made like a tank spec for them. It didn't really work out because of how the meta like evolved and how the players like actually play the game themselves, but Blizzard had this idea that Shamans could tank in some ways, maybe being an off tank or something like that, but they have threat generation and some damage mitigation in their kits. But it just didn't play out that way. But the idea was, right? It's the same way that like Paladins were meant to be tanks, but they didn't get a taunt. Therefore, they just weren't really ever going to be a real tank, like just because of how players play the game, right? 2 of those would have worked. I don't know what I'm doing. That'll work, okay. But yeah, I figured we'd do the hero classes, Paladin and Shaman, and then when I come back to the Alliance after the Shaman, I'll do the Druid. We'll go back to the Horde. I think that's when I'll do the Warrior. And then we start working on some casters. Oh, there it is. That's exactly why we do it, boys. Now, these don't stack, so I need to make another spot. Fine cloth shirt, you're gone. Sorry. Hopefully this has leather in it. That's exactly why we do fishing right there. That's why we're fishing up these pools. I wish the finely sealed or the tightly sealed trunks stacked, but they don't. So I need to have another free spot just in case I get another one. Very lucky though. It's got to be like a, oh my god, what did I say? I don't know what I get rid of now. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Linen. There's no way we get 3. Yeah, okay. I was like, that would have been crazy. I'm gonna save these and open them up when I get back to the probably when I get back to Thelsamar, honestly. Just so I have some extra bag space, or maybe even Iron Forge where I can smelt down all this copper and tin and put all this stuff in our bank. But right now I'm just Bags are too crammed. It's better to keep them as these trunks. I don't mind taking on a second croc if it wants to head over here. Big crit. Another big crit. Man, we're critting. Maybe that's to do with all this agility that we have. It's really just two agility. One thing I'm noticing about myself is I'm being way too reserved with our Hammer of Judgment. I'm treating it like a kick, and I need to treat it like a stun. Be more liberal with it. 2 copper veins in the water, can I hold that? I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to make space with this rough stone, but now watch our breath here. We're not undead anymore, so I can't hold my breath forever. We got a young Threshodon down there. Oh, sneeze, hang on. Okay, sorry. Holy shit, it's the Loch Ness Monster. Make a little space with the stun, even though it's not much. It's enough to get our heal off. Continue to kite this thing back to shore. We gotta stop missing. It just crit me for 59. Bro, I'm missing so much. Hit the damn thing. I missed my judgment window too. Fuck.
Health warning.
Ooh. Big crit from the boy. Let's double heal here. Small clammed barnacle, huh? We'll leave that copper node up, unfortunately. Oh no. At this point, oh, that hurts. I think I'm gonna get rid of the rough stone here. Let's go fishing. Maybe we'll get another trunk. That's 4 silver right there. There's no way I'm getting rid of that. We need to get this crocolisk meat and get out of here. My bags are way too full. I guess I should get rid of the nightcrawler too, if I absolutely need to here. I should have got rid of the nightcrawler instead of the rough stone. I could make coarse grinding stones and probably get like an extra silver out of that, but it's not a big deal. If we get another trunk, though, I'm going to get rid of the night crawlers. $98 fishing, almost 100. Come on, one more trunk. It'd be pretty cool if you could sell these on the auction house and you could like have a little gamble with it. Or if you were the kind of person that would maybe like collect a bunch of them and go in trade chat and then spam like so-and-so's lucky chests, you know, wager 1 gold and get to keep whatever's inside. And if you get lucky, obviously, you know, you get a nice green item, or maybe even a blue item if it it could sell for a lot of money. You get unlucky, worst case scenario, you make a little bit of, you get some cloth or like bolts of cloth or something like that, right? It could be a fun little gambling ring, but there's usually at least like potions inside, leathers. Best case scenario, you get a really good ring or helmet or something like that. I know on our rogue we got some really, really good pieces of gear that sell for a lot of money on the auction house. Like of the monkey rings, raw just plus 15 or 14 agility pants, which is just crazy for a rogue. That rogue, we got really, really lucky with a lot of things. I think we found 2 blue world drops, maybe even 3 or 4, and sold a few of them, but I know 2 we used. We found a trinket in the Swamp of Sorrows that was really rare. Apparently it's one of the best trinkets you can get for on a fresh server. It's really, really good for tanking Molten Core. And then we also found a Serpent Slicer, I think is what it was called, like a BOE sword that we used all the way up until 60, and our character is still using. Although he's kind of like retired at this point. All right, 1 more piece of meat. Let's head back over here, go down the shore, and hopefully killing one of these crocs will give us that last piece. We'll head up to the hunting lodge, and this might be the end of the chain. Hopefully it is, because I'm ready to go to Orgrimmar, or not, sorry, Ironforge. All that talk of my rogue has got me thinking about the horde side of things, but yeah, I'm ready to go to Ironforge, work on some crafting, and then head to Stormwind. There we go. Oh my god. Floating debris. No way. Okay, this is... Everybody stay calm. Stay fucking calm! I don't know. Yeah, let's use the Nightcrawler. That'll at least give us 2 for now before I have to start thinking about what are we going to get rid of. We might just get rid of that small Venom sac, unfortunately. I don't really need anti-venom when I have Purify. But we'll see. I might only get 2 hits out of this. Strangle Kelp. It's 3 silver. I don't want to get rid of that. I could run back and sell things at the excavation camp, but at the same time, I just don't want to miss out. That's dead center. Look at that, right in the middle. Fishing is definitely the most underrated profession in Classic WoW for sure. In later versions, they definitely push it and make it more appealing, but it's already so good in Classic if you just... Okay, we got 1. Still, it's not bad. It's already so good if you just spend the time to do it. It's so incredibly valuable, man. Copper. I mean, we'll take it, but we have so much of it. Get rid of that tinnitus. This poor guy just missed out. They were looking for people earlier. Hopefully we don't hit any rough stone. I say it and I messed it up. Alright, let's go sell this stuff real quick. We'll leave this node for someone else. 3 tightly sealed trunks to open. Hopefully there's leather in each of them. I think we have, what, 3 pieces of light leather. I need a total of 8 to finish this Gearing Redridge quest, which will get us a new chest piece. A very good chest piece that also just looks cool as fuck. Looks really sick. There's copper all over these mountains, man. Jeez.
What's on your mind? Watch your back.
Oh, tin. Yes. Hold on to it for now. Alright, 2 piece. Dude. Ore all over these mountains. Mining is level 107. We can probably get it to like 110 when I smelt that silver down. That's a 4 piece of tin, that's huge. Sitting at 2 1/4 gold. We're definitely not going to start Westfall tonight, but probably tomorrow afternoon before I have to work. I work tomorrow night, so I'll be I'll record a session before in the afternoon, and then I'll work, and then when I get back, I do have to hit the gym, but after the gym and I shower, I'll do another session. See, right now, that'd be a nice time to use Blessing of Freedom. It's a short days, but tin, copper. Four piece of copper here. I don't think there's a chain off this, so after this we'll hearth back to Thelsamar just to save some time, and then fly to Ironforge. We'll handle our business in Ironforge, probably do some crafting for the last like 10-15 minutes, tie up any loose ends as far as get the recipe for smoked sagefish, cook that stuff, you know, hit the bank, deposit all this stuff, and then at that point we should be at our time. Oh, do they need this ore? Okay. I was gonna give it to them if they needed it, but... Fur Baby, what a name. I wonder if she's twinked out. Maybe throw me a buff? Maybe? I'm right behind you. You see me buff you and then you buff yourself. Interesting.
What's on your mind?
I'm not saying it's selfish, I'm just saying, you know?
Thank you.
Give him a thanks, because he buffed me. Though I hate to admit it, the bear did get the better of me. My oh my, that's a one big old bear. Nonetheless, if you can take the bear down, it'd be a feat to be proud of. What are you talking about the bear? I was hunting crocs. It gave more than a few of our best hunters some trouble. He claps you on the back. Best the bear and will accept you as a regular member of the Far Strider Lodge.
Off with you.
Did I tell you about the time I almost lost my hand to one of those crocs? Nasty bugger it was. Teeth like knives. But I was lucky. Jammed the brute's jaw shut with my knife. Still have the knife around here somewhere.
Well now, these are excellent specimens you collected, adventurer. Good money for high-quality materials, that's for sure.
Nice. Okay, that's the last of that. Let's go ahead and hit the hearth. Head back to Delsamar. Bags are just crammed full right now. Learn the Crocolisk steak.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
Alright, off to Ironforge. Let's do some crafting.
Mark my words, you won't find faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms than the ones right here in Thelsamar.
That's 47. Sorry, yeah, 47 copper there. Why does this say total 53? Oh, 6 on my human alt on one of my other servers or something. 4 silver tin, 21. Sorry, 4 silver ore, 21 tin, 14 coarse stone, a collection of rare gems. We've got some meats to cook, sagefish to cook. I do need to learn one-handed swords when we head back to... Look at all that ore. Oh. When we head back to Stormwind next time we play. And then we finally get to open these trunks. If I can get a little of that leather, we're good. We need 5 more pieces, I think. Whatever we do, never click that button. Ah, man, I'm contemplating doing another session after this one. Just because I don't work until tomorrow night. So I don't have to get up early. Every time I get like 40, 50 minutes in on the character, I'm just like, I'm hooked. I want to play more. But I usually just, tell myself, no, that's enough. But man, it's hard. It's hard, man. I'm hooked. Give you a buff. Alright, first things first, let's smelt all this stuff down. Then we'll hit the banks. But not before we hit the copper cauldron, the bronze kettle, that's what it's called, not the copper cauldron, the bronze kettle. I'm going to pause the video while I smelt all this stuff down. I'll resume when we're done, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, finished smelting everything down. I accidentally ended the recording, so I'm going to have to splice these two together, but that's fine. We got up to 114 mining. Let's swing by the bronze kettle real quick.
I'll keep 'em fed, kid. Yep, Daryl Ricknewson at your service.
I keep them fed, kid. Emerald. Smoked sagefish, perfect. Let's go ahead and learn that real quick. All we need is some mild spices. We have, what, 33? So let's take 5, 10, 15, 20. 15 more. We'll go to a potbelly stove. I can cook on these. And first things first, let's cook the sausage first, then the ribs, then the smoked sagefish. Sagefish is actually the best thing I can cook right now. And yeah, as we can see, it gives me 3 mana per 5. So stacking this with a Blessing of Wisdom would give me, I think, 13 mana every 5 seconds, which would just allow me to go crazy with our mana. But again, this is mostly for, oh wow, they sell for 40 copper each. This is mostly for cooking skill itself. I'm not really going to use this food because, again, our mana is not really our issue. I might keep a stack in the bank just in case, but ultimately, I think I want to make the money off that. This is going to be a good bit of money. Alright, 127 in our cooking, and we're still in the yellow territory for the smoked sagefish. This should get us to like 140 at the least, which is really nice. Starting to miss a few hits here. Come on now, baby. You're yellow. Why are you missing that much? There we go. A full stack goes for 8 silver. Whew. Be lucky if we hit 140. 1, come on. 2. 3, 1 more. Oh! And it goes green, perfect.
Seek out Chandrina in Silverwind Refuge. She can sell you the expert cookbook.
Oh. Goblin Deviled Clams, we'll learn these bad boys. These give us 6 stamina, 6 spirit. What do we need for him? Tangy clam meat. I'll keep 10, and the others I'll sell. Just go ahead and sell the rough stone, I don't really need it. Now let's finally check what's in these chests. Bolt of linen cloth and minor mana potion, kind of a dud there. Bolt of woolen cloth and minor mana potion. Light leather 5! Oh my god! Exactly what we need. There's no way in the very last chest too. Oh my god. Okay, that's huge. We get to finish our Gearing Red Ridge quest. That's huge, man. I cannot believe that just happened. Actually lucky. Actually lucky, bro. Pally lad. See, he's got his steed. Tarnin Icebreaker. He is a buy gear person. Yuck. I did do some research, and it looks like he's not even hard. I guess he doesn't have the buff showing, but I did some research, and I forgot that Paladins have this really cool class quest at level 20 that gives you a insane mace. Let me see if I can pull up the weapon ID for it. Hang on. Varrigan's Best World Class. Is that what it's called? Yes. Links, in-game link. It's called Varrigan's Fist. So it's 65 to 99, 3.2. It's a mace. Gives us 7 stamina, 6 intellect, and 12 spirit. This mace is insane. We would use this probably until like the mid 30s, 40s. And look at how cool it looks. Like, bro, come on. Now this is a very difficult quest to finish, especially solo. There's 4 steps to it, and they're pretty difficult as far as like taking it on completely on our own. So this might be something that we work on between 23 and 25. We get the quest at 20, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it just at 20, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and pop these bad boys in there. Put all of our rare gems up. Take out the leather now. Keep all of this. Put that in there. I'm gonna sell all that. And honestly, these at this point, I've got 20 blood sausages. I don't think I'm gonna use more than that. 8 silver bars. We're sitting pretty, boys. We're sitting pretty. Oh wait. Oh, I don't have a. Interesting. I got rid of all of our rough grinding stone, or I used it all. First things first, let's make as much of the coarse grinding stone as we can. We'll put those in the bank. I'm gonna need that later. Then we'll make the belts and the mace.
I love pie.
I'll buy those back. And then sell all this stuff.
Very good.
Damn. This guy's a fucking final boss of hardcore. Wow. Oh, there's a whole raid. Hardcore elite. Oh shit, it's the boys. They're raiding. Alright, we need some weak flux. We're gonna need, what, 8 of these? Alright, 7 coarse grinding stones. Hardcore elite is out. They're flying. Buffed out the wazoo too, look at that. All the buffs you can think of, and never known defeat. Survivor of the Shadow Flame, Survivor of Old God. I didn't realize that as you clear raid bosses in hardcore, it gives bonuses to this Soul of Iron. Like Survivor of the Old God means you probably killed Cthulhu in hardcore. That's really, really cool.
Greetings, person.
Okay, let's make... I'm wearing one, and I'm gonna have to, I guess, make an extra one, so... These will all go in the bank. Until we're heading to Red Ridge. No, I'm making the wrong belts. Oh my god, idiot. It's fine, I've got the copper to spare. Plus we got some points in blacksmithing, it's not the end of the world. And they're half a silver each, so whatever. $95 in blacksmithing. These go for 5 silver each. Almost call it 6 silver. They look pretty cool too, honestly. 21 to 39, 2.8. Pretty garbage. As far as the damage goes. You can wear them at level 11 though. I guess at this point we're done with the,
Having a bad day? Try some cherry pie.
yeah, I guess we're done with the rough stone. I don't really need any more. I will take out more of the copper though, and make a few more of these ruined copper belts. I've just got so much. Wardens of Alun. Damn, he's got all of the the buffs. Wow. Survivor of the Shadow Flame, Survivor of the Old God, Survivor of the Damned. That's Kel'Thuzad. He's killed everything in hardcore. Wow. That guy's really impressive.
You got my attention.
I guess if you're planning on raiding, you can't really do solo self-found. You need like items and materials from other professions that you just can't get on your own. All right. Tell you what. I'm probably gonna do another one after this. So let's finish up crafting and then we'll wrap this one up. I'll splice these two together because I messed up. You guys won't see it though. It'll just all be one cohesive episode. But then I might run another one after this. Maybe just get a fresh drink. Maybe throw a hoodie on or something. And then run one more and I'll head to Red Ridge to turn this in. Because we need to look for Antonio as well. Next level I get my sword. Alright, we can make 10 of these. They sell for 2 silver each. It does take 10 copper bars to make one of these though. But I should get as many points as I can out of this that I can. Just because copper is so abundant, right? And then make one more bronze.
What can I do for you?
That puts us at 2.5 gold. And what
You
can we
know
learn?
more than I do, that's a certainty. Tell you what, though, go talk with me, Da. He'll want you to prove
That's right, we've already talked to both of you. Now we can make a big bronze knife, rough bronze boots, a heavy copper broadsword, which I guess I could have made that and used that for a while. Silver rods, silver skeleton key, rough bronze cuirass, rough bronze leggings. Let's learn that. Eventually we'll learn all of these, but right now we're just kind of picking what's the most important. Rune copper bracers. Shit, I accidentally lay on hands him. Whoops. Let's learn silver skeleton keys. And I think that's it for right now. All we need are rough grinding stones, so we actually do need rough grinding stones, huh? And some silver bars. And we get 2 keys. Chests that are locked. I'll carry around a few of these keys and I should be able to open them up. No, I sold too many belts and now I lost. Oh, it's okay. We'll get more, I'm sure. There's gonna be so much copper. We've already seen it. We'll get plenty more. Not too worried about it. Alright, bags are finally empty. Just gonna put this up real quick, and then the last thing that we're gonna do is fly to no, we need to go talk to Prospector Stormpike real quick, and then we'll fly to Stormwind.
What's on your mind?
Yep, looks good for me. Still at roughly 2.5 gold. This will give us 1,000 experience too, which is kind of nice, but we're mostly in it for this iron forged breastplate. And I want to get that as fast as possible because I want to make it. I think I can learn the next tier of blacksmithing and the next tier of mining. But I think I need to be level 25 to even train it. I could be wrong about that, but... Let's talk to Bengus.
I'm sorry, lad, but you just don't have the foundation to learn what I have to teach. But don't fret. Go speak with my student Rotgath. He'll help you out.
Okay, so I do need
I would love to teach you a
125.
thing or two about smithing. Grab an apron and a hammer, and let's see what we can accomplish, shall we?
Silver brown boots would be nice. The patterned bronze bracers would be nice. The rough bronze shoulders would be nice. The silvered bronze gauntlets would be nice. The shining silver breastplate would be insane. Wow. That's definitely going to be the star that we're trying to get. Let me see what we need for that. Shining silver breastplate. Well, classic. What do we need for this? You need 2 moss agate, 2 lesser moonstone, 2 iridescent pearls, 4 silver bars, and 20 bronze bars. So really all the rare gems are going to be the tricky thing to get. But we're definitely going to try and get that chest piece. That thing would last us a very long time. Stormpike? Oh, there's books in here. Fuck. We Stormpikes don't like being bothered with trivial matters, Paladin. I hope you brought news worthy of my valuable attention.
Curse that Iron Band! I sent him a load of blast powder weeks ago, but he's made no mention of it in this report. So, where did the blast powder go?
Dude, there's like 9 books in here. Holy.
If Iron Band still needs blast powder, then by Magni he'll have it. I sent the approval on ahead with a messenger to Jörn Hornhelm in Thelsamar. He'll prepare the powder and other supplies to take to Ironband. And one more thing, I want you to personally see that the shipment of powder reaches its destination. The last one didn't, so keep your mind sharp and your eyes open.
So yes, sir. Just making a note in our notepad. 9 books in Ironforge Library to read. We don't have the time to read them tonight, but it's going in the notes. We'll slowly chip away at these books in here over time. There might be even more on these sides here, as well as pterodactyl skeleton, ram skeletons. Wow, I've never actually looked in this place. Tooth gnasher skeleton. Oh man. We'll save some of this for the future. There's a lot of reading in here. Wow. I've actually never been over here and really paid attention. It's literally just a wall of books. The Highborn Astrolabe, a Horde Catapult, Ultiman Relics. Bro, this is sick. We'll definitely revisit this in the future. For now, let's fly to Stormwind, and we'll wrap it up in Stormwind. And then, like I said, I'm gonna take a small break, probably get a new drink, maybe make some tea or something, and then continue on for one more tonight, I think. We got some stuff to do in Stormwind. I want to read a book or two in the library, head back to Goldshire, look for Antonio, start working on Westfall. But first I need to run to Red Ridge, turn this quest in, make our new chest piece. A lot to do, man, a lot to do. We need to get sword training, one-handed sword training in Stormwind. Start leveling up our sword skills.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy peaked griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
We've never... excuse me. We've never done this flight, so let's actually ride it out and enjoy it together. Dunmorrow is such a treat, man. I love this zone so much. I think outside of Teldrassil, it's become one of my favorite places to start a character. Like, it's definitely one of my favorite leveling zones. In order, for me, it probably goes Teldrassil first, Mulgore second, Dunmorrow third, and then... Maybe Elwyn Forest, 4th. Alliance definitely have better starting zones in my opinion than the Horde, but there's nothing like seeing orange for 10 hours on the Horde. You go from orange in Duratar for 3 to 4 hours, depending on how long it takes you to complete that entire zone, and then you go to the Barrens, and it's more orange for days. You're not going to complete the Barrens in a day. It's going to take you a while. But yeah, the Alliance definitely have better starting zones, in my opinion. I used to, I am still like a Horde main, and I used to consider myself a Horde main first and then an Alliance player second as like my alt characters or whatever. But at this point, I've played both sides so much that I'm just 50-50 with both. Now, whatever this is cool as fuck. I wish I could come over here and see this. The Altar of Storms. I mean, there's rich thorium in here, so there has to be a way to get here. There's also NPCs over here. This is in the Burning Steppes? Yo, I had no idea. We didn't even go over there on our rogue. Oh, that's right, because there were elites over here, I remember. Oh man, I should have snuck past them. Maybe if I can make a mental note on this Paladin, I'll go check that out, but... What do we have up here? Expeditionary Mountaineers. Oh shit, and they're gonna fight a dragon. Now we're in the backs of Elwyn, where there's a fishing pool. School of Fish, just a generic School of Fish. I don't even know if you can make it back here. I don't think you can, yeah. Unless maybe you jump over the mountainside there, but... I think all of this is just purely for visual effect while you fly. Stars in the sky. Here we have Northshire Valley, where we started. Some new players. Bank of Horse, starting their adventure. Pretty sure a vendor in here sells cats. Yeah. We'll save the cat for another one of our characters. Again, on this character, I think we're going to try and get the hare from the Dwarven area at some point. We've just got more pressing matters right now. We got so much to do, I just have to prioritize what to do. Alright, let's go learn our... Actually, no, let's wrap this one up. This one's getting long. I think we've gone for like an hour and close to an hour and a half on this specific episode, so we'll call this one here for now. No bed, because I'm going to continue with one more episode after this, so I'll be back in just a little bit, but we're going to call this one here for now. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless, gamers.